The transformative power of gratitude, the pathway to authentic happiness. In a world constantly pushing us to want, achieve, and be more, it's easy to forget the quiet force that can shift everything: gratitude. Unlike fleeting happiness driven by achievements or possessions, gratitude roots us in the present and illuminates the existing blessings. In 2025, as life becomes more fast-paced and digitally overwhelmed, the ability to pause, notice, and appreciate has never been more powerful or more needed. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is a perspective, a mindset, a daily habit that rewires how we experience life. It doesn't ignore pain or deny hardship. Instead, it offers us strength through perspective. It shifts our focus from lack to abundance, fear to faith, and chaos to clarity. This is the transformative power of gratitude, the path that leads to authentic happiness and peace, resilience, and deeper human connection. The meaning of gratitude. Gratitude is the act of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives. It can be as grand as surviving a life-changing challenge or as simple as savoring your morning coffee. It's an intentional pause to acknowledge the people, moments, and challenges that shape and uplift us. When you practice gratitude, you're choosing to value what you have over what you lack. You're choosing presence over perfection. You're seeing the world and yourself through the lens of appreciation rather than dissatisfaction. Why gratitude transforms us? 1. Rewiring the brain. Neuroscience shows that consistent gratitude practice changes brain structure. When we focus on what we're thankful for, the brain releases dopamine and serotonin, neurochemicals that create feelings of joy and contentment. Over time, gratitude makes us happier. 2. Reducing stress and anxiety. When you're grateful, your attention shifts from what's wrong to what's right. This shift reduces the tendency to overthink, worry, or dwell on negativity. It grounds you. 3. Deepening relationships. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens bonds. It builds trust, encourages compassion, and opens the heart. 4. Enhancing physical health. Studies have shown grateful people sleep better, exercise more, and experience fewer aches and pains. Gratitude is not just emotional, it's physical. 5. Building resilience. Grateful people are more likely to bounce back from adversity. Why? Because they can find meaning even when they are struggling. They don't deny pain, they find power in it. The myth of conditional gratitude. Many of us postpone gratitude. I'll be grateful when I get the job. I'll be thankful once I find love. I'll appreciate life once it's easier. But waiting for circumstances to change before feeling grateful is like waiting for rain before watering your plants. Gratitude is not the result of happiness. Gratitude creates happiness. The truth is, you likely won't be grateful later if you're not grateful now. Gratitude during hardship. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring suffering. It means choosing to focus on the light even while acknowledging the darkness. During a breakup, gratitude might look like, I'm grateful for the lessons this taught me. I'm thankful I dared to love. During illness, I'm grateful for the people supporting me. I appreciate the strength my body still shows. Gratitude doesn't erase pain. It puts it in perspective. Daily gratitude practices that work. 1. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Be specific. Instead of, I'm grateful for family, try, I'm grateful for the warm hug my sister gave me this morning. 2. Gratitude walks. Take a walk and mentally list everything you appreciate: sunshine, fresh air, trees, your feet carrying you forward. 3. Gratitude letters. Write a letter to someone who changed your life. You don't even have to send it, writing is powerful. 4. Gratitude before sleep. Before bed, list the best moments of your day. Let gratitude be your last thought before sleep. 5. Say it out loud. Tell people you appreciate them. Don't wait. Make it a habit. Gratitude versus toxic positivity. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is fine when it isn't. It's not about silencing grief or minimizing pain. Toxic positivity says, just be positive. Gratitude says, even in pain, I can still find something meaningful. Gratitude holds both the shadow and the light. It permits you to feel deeply and to rise above. Real stories of gratitude's power. 1. Sophia's story, Loss and Awakening. After losing her mother, Sophia began writing about one thing she was grateful for every night. Some days it was, I made it through. Other days, I felt the breeze she used to love. She says, gratitude didn't take my pain away, but it helped me live beside it with more grace. 2. Jason's story, From Burnout to Breakthrough. Working 80-hour weeks in tech, Jason was burnt out. A therapist encouraged a daily gratitude practice. He started noticing joy in small things, a smile from a stranger, a good cup of tea. It changed his perspective. He left his job, started a coaching practice, and now teaches gratitude to others. 3. Maya's story, Healing from Trauma. As a survivor of abuse, Maya struggled to trust joy, but gratitude helped her reclaim her story. I started being thankful for my strength, for my healing, for choosing to live. How gratitude creates authentic happiness. Authentic happiness isn't loud. It's not performance-based. It doesn't need external validation. It feels like inner calm, peace in your choices, joy in the ordinary, fulfillment without needing perfection. Gratitude leads you there because it teaches you to appreciate what's now, not just what's next, to see yourself as worthy, not lacking, to trust the process of your life, teaching gratitude to the next generation. In a world of instant gratification and constant comparison, gratitude is a radical tool for children and teens. Teaching kids to appreciate, reflect, and give thanks builds resilience, empathy, and joy. Try gratitude jars. What made you smile today? At dinner, thank you notes for teachers, friends, and helpers. Planting these seeds early leads to emotionally intelligent, grounded adults. How to make gratitude a lifestyle. 1. Start small. Gratitude doesn't need to be grand. Start by noticing your breath, warm shower, and cozy bed. 2. Be consistent. Like any muscle, gratitude grows with repetition. Don't wait for big moments. Practice it daily. 3. Integrate into conversations. Ask friends, what are you grateful for today? Share yours too. 4. Celebrate progress. Be thankful for your growth, your strength, and your effort. 5. Use visual reminders. Sticky notes, phone wallpapers, or alarms reminding you to pause and reflect. Overcoming gratitude blocks. Sometimes gratitude feels hard, especially during pain. Here's how to gently return. Start small. I'm grateful for this breath. Let go of perfection. It's okay if you miss a day. Be honest. I'm struggling but thankful for trying. Remember, gratitude isn't about ignoring your pain. It's about expanding your perspective to see more than just the pain. What gratitude is not, it's not pretending everything is fine. It's not ignoring injustice or abuse. It's not settling for less than you deserve. It's not suppressing emotions. Gratitude doesn't replace healing work, it complements it. Quotes to anchor your gratitude practice. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Anonymous. When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. Tony Robbins. Happiness is not what makes us grateful. It is gratefulness that makes us happy. David Steindl-Rast. Let these serve as reminders when you feel stuck. Your 7-day gratitude challenge. Want to begin today? Try this. Day 1, write 3 things you're grateful for today. Day 2, text someone a heartfelt thank you. Day 3, go for a gratitude walk, notice and name what you appreciate. Day 4, reflect on a challenge and what it taught you. Day 5, write about a person you're grateful for and why. Day 6, list 5 things you appreciate about yourself. Day 7, reflect on how you feel after a week of intentional gratitude. Final thoughts. Gratitude is a daily choice. In 2025, the world won't slow down, but you can. You can choose to live with more presence, more depth, more joy. Gratitude won't solve all your problems, but it will change the way you see them. It will empower you to stop chasing and start appreciating, to stop surviving and start living. The secret to authentic happiness has been inside you all along. It's in your eyes when you notice beauty, in your heart when you appreciate the journey, in your spirit when you say, "This is enough, and so am I." This is the transformative power of gratitude. This is the path home to happiness. Breaking free from overthinking, a new path to mental clarity in 2025. In today's hyper-connected, information-heavy world, overthinking has become an epidemic. We analyze conversations long after they've ended. We question our choices until we're frozen in place. We try to control the future with excessive planning, only to find ourselves overwhelmed, anxious, and exhausted. Overthinking steals our time, drains energy, and disconnects us from the present. It convinces us that worrying is helping when, in reality, it's only delaying peace. But in 2025, a new wave of clarity is emerging. A path that empowers us to break free from this mental clutter and return to simplicity, purpose, and trust. This is your guide to breaking free from overthinking and finding mental clarity in 2025. What is overthinking? Overthinking is dwelling excessively on thoughts, decisions, or experiences. It often shows up as replaying past conversations repeatedly, imagining worst-case scenarios, struggling to make even small decisions, feeling stuck in fear or what-if cycles. It masquerades as preparation or intelligence but often leads to procrastination, doubt, and emotional fatigue. Why we overthink? Fear of mistakes. We think if we analyze every angle, we'll avoid regret. But perfection is a myth. Seeking control. Uncertainty is uncomfortable. So we try to think our way to certainty. Self-doubt. We don't trust our instincts or past choices, so we overanalyze future ones. Trauma and anxiety. Past pain can train the brain to be hyper-vigilant, scanning for threats. The hidden cost of overthinking. Overthinking feels productive, but it's a thief. Here's what it steals. Time. Hours lost spiraling in mental loops. Joy. It's hard to enjoy life when your mind is always in crisis mode. Energy. Mental rumination exhausts the nervous system. Opportunities. Inaction leads to missed chances. Relationships. Constant worry and second-guessing can create distance and tension. The turning point. Why 2025 is the year to let go. In a post-pandemic world, many are waking up to the truth. Peace doesn't come from control. It comes from clarity, trust, and presence. People are craving simplicity over complication, stillness over chaos, confidence over confusion. Mental clarity is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. The 3 pillars of mental clarity: awareness. Recognize when you're spiraling into overthinking. Ask, am I solving a problem or creating one? Intention. Pause and set an intention for your thoughts. Replace what if I fail with what's the best I can do now. Trust. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Trust your growth, your resilience, and your ability to adapt. How to break free, 10 daily strategies, the 5-minute rule. If a decision takes less than 5 minutes to act on, do it. Don't overthink. Scheduled thinking time. Set a timer for 15 minutes a day to reflect and plan. Outside of that time, redirect overthinking. Write it out. Journaling transfers the chaos from your mind to the page. Clarity follows. Meditation and breath work. Quieting the mind helps you detach from thought spirals. Try box breathing or guided meditations. Movement and nature. Walking, stretching, or being outside resets your mental state. Decide, then detach. Make a choice. Commit. Let it go. Talk it through. Sometimes sharing your thoughts with a friend or coach provides needed perspective. Digital detox. Unplug. Too much input fuels overthinking. Reframe failure. Mistakes are teachers, not enemies. Affirmations of trust. Repeat, I trust myself. I don't need to have all the answers to move forward. Real-life transformations, Layla's story. Layla used to spend hours replaying conversations. One day, she realized her mental spirals were robbing her of sleep and peace. She began journaling nightly and added a 10-minute morning meditation. Within weeks, her anxiety lessened and her confidence grew. Carlos' story. Carlos, an entrepreneur, overanalyzed every business decision. A mentor taught him the 70% rule. If you're 70% sure, go for it. That mindset helped him launch a project that changed his life. Overthinking versus thoughtfulness. Overthinking, fear-driven. Loops endlessly, focuses on worst case, drains energy. Thoughtfulness, solution-oriented, leads to action, balanced in emotion. Restorative, be thoughtful, not obsessive. The science behind mental clarity. When you stop overthinking, cortisol drops, less stress. The prefrontal cortex strengthens, better decision-making. Neural networks reset, more creativity and intuition. The result? A brain that works with you, not against you. Mindfulness, the overthinking antidote. Mindfulness is the practice of returning to now. It reminds us that this moment is all we truly have control over. Try this. Sit quietly. Feel your breath. When thoughts arise, say, "I see you," then gently return to breath. This strengthens your ability to observe thoughts instead of getting caught in them. The role of self-compassion. Many overthinkers are also harsh self-critics. To break free, you must learn to treat yourself with kindness. Instead of, "Why do I always mess up?" Try, "It's okay not to have all the answers. I'm learning." You are not your mistakes. You are your willingness to grow. A new identity, becoming a clear thinker. You are not an overthinker. That's a habit, not your identity. Affirm daily, "I trust myself. I choose clarity. I am grounded in the present." This rewires your brain and reclaims your power. Your 7-day clarity challenge. Day 1. Journal your top 3 recurring thoughts. Are they helpful or harmful? Day 2. Practice the 5-minute rule on one task. Day 3. Take a 30-minute digital detox walk. Day 4. Sit for 10 minutes in silence. Notice your breath. Day 5. Make one decision quickly and commit. Day 6. Write a letter to your future self affirming trust. Day 7. Reflect on clarity in your body and mind. The real gift of clarity. Mental clarity isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting the next step and knowing that peace is always one breath, pause, and brave choice away. When you stop overthinking, you make aligned decisions. Feel lighter, more peaceful. Live fully in the present. Connect better with others. Create a life that reflects your actual values. Final thoughts. Trust the path. You don't need to figure everything out right now. You don't need to have the perfect plan. You only need to return to the moment. Take the next right step. Believe that clarity will meet you there, because it will. And in that space beyond fear and noise, your most authentic, most grounded self lives. Break free from the loops. Embrace the now. Welcome to your clear, calm, and courageous life in 2025.